took a 2-episode hiatus from Brilliant Idiots, and my first episode back, I had to watch an episode with quite possibly the worst guest Brilliant Idiots have ever had. Watching this episode is the closest thing I'll ever get to experiencing Guantanamo Bay for myself. This was straight up torture. It was a torture chamber, people. Now, I'm familiar with the guest, Loon, because Loon have did some content on No Jumper Drama. He wasn't completely insufferable on his own channel. Now, I'm not a big fan of street dudes whose entire lexicon includes 20-syllable words. It comes off as bombastic and fake, so I just don't indulge. But nonetheless, though, I was interested, right? I was intrigued as to what his chemistry would be with the Brilliant Idiots. And Charlamagne the God was presenting him as his new pet project, as his new Tax Stone. But I knew things were about to take a disastrous turn when Charlamagne the God gave him the alley-oop of, yo, Loon, I know you bring the heat, you bring the fire. Let's talk about what's on your mind, Loon. Let the people know what's up. Now, Tax Stone's introduction to us, man, was telling us the most insane story about getting shot in the eye. So Loon introduction must match that or be even more prolific. Loon decided to introduce himself to the people by talking about ads on podcasts. Come on.
Let's get to the shits, Looney. What are some of the conversations that's missing?
It's a lot of bullshit going on. Which way you want to start?
Wherever you are, it's the pod. We can take any direction.
Yeah. So I know we've been having this conversation about YouTube, Patreon, ads. I know a conversation with Wallow and Gilly came up about how they accept ads and different things like that. I'm always interested in that conversation. How you feel about ads?
Ads for what?
For the pod, whether it's audio, video, because I love it.
It was at this point Charlamagne realized, bruh, this ain't it, Chief. Like, this ain't the next Tax Stone, yo. The ads conversation quickly flopped because everybody was disengaged, like, bro, what are you talking about? Ads? Bro, ads? Bro, where's the hot takes at? Where's the hot takes, Loon? Where is your hot takes, Loon? I feel like that ad conversation was Loon trying to go off script. Because I believe that him and Charlamagne the God had a conversation before that show started where Charlamagne the God directed him, bro. You gonna come on this podcast and you gotta talk about academics. Position yourself as the opposite of academics, bro. Get the real street dudes on your side, Loon. So that's what Loon did after the ad conversation flop. He now transitioned to try to check Schultz for thinking academics was funny.
One more thing. I heard you speak about academics. I want to talk about that a little bit.
Sure.
I think academics.
What did I say?
Looney gets right to it. I love it.
Yeah.
This Charlamagne and academics relationship and dynamic, we're going to talk about that in another video, bro. But now Charlamagne is like, finally, Loon, this is what we talked about before you get here, bro. Oh, I love it. He is sicking his leash dog on academics.
You said that, first of all, I think last week you said you could do comedy.
Yeah, I think he could do it.
Tell me more.
I just find him funny, and I find his takes good, and I find like his use of words good.
Economy of words. I think
not just economy, but like specific words that he chooses to use and the metaphors that he kind of builds. Like I think he's a funny guy. Comedy takes time, don't get me wrong, but I think he has a brain for it.
I don't see it.
Yo, this man intoxicating hatred for academics led him down a rabbit hole for an imbecilic. Is that a word, bro? I'm acting like Loon right now, bro. Is imbecilic a word? An imbecile conversation where he's now trying to argue with a seasoned comedian about who could be a comedian. Loon, let me break it down for you, Loon, all right? If Schultz say somebody can be a comedian, that automatically clears whoever you think can be a comedian, bro. He's the comedian, not you. Now, I'm sure you can tell Schultz who can be a bum-ass street nigga. I'm sure that's your expertise. Comedy is Schultz's expertise, bro.
Okay.
I think that you're giving him a little too much. I don't know why. And I want to understand why. I think you met him at a very unique time in your life, and I think he's your doorway to the other side of the culture.
You think he was before the guy to your left?
Other side.
What's the other side?
What the messy, the Chicago, the beefy, bullshitty.
I never watched the Chicago stuff.
But he kind of gives you insight, right?
He's my news source.
Right.
Yeah.
So to the the other side of the culture, like he's your news source to a certain degree, right?
I don't go to Charlotte for news.
This was when we realized, bro, we were dealing with an abject nincompoop. This brother was a nincompoopsicle. Now, we can disregard the protectless activities by going on a podcast to speak about another man, but you at least got to know what you're speaking about. Man came on to hate on Akademiks. You had ample time to formulate your thoughts, but you came on the show and made yourself look stupid. Charlamagne the God is not a news source. About 6 years ago, right, Akademiks did the war in Chirac, but in 2023, Akademiks and Charlamagne the God operate in the same spaces. They both talk about mainstream news on their podcast. They're not talking about anything different. It's the same thing, my brother. Right? So you're highly uninformed. And even Schultz is saying, bro, I don't get no news from no Charlamagne. Like, Charlamagne the God is a host, a personality. He's not a news source. Akademiks is a news source. He runs a news company. So this goes on for another 15 minutes, and they move on from Akademiks. But Loon finds a way to bring it back to Akademiks around a 35-minute mark. But then his arguments became even more idiotic, where he claims that Akademiks don't move the culture and that the Akademiks and Lil Durk interview had no impact.
But that's the difference, creating actual content and just being the person in the place to say the thing. Right? It's just
yeah. I mean, that's where we would debate. Like, I think that I think Ak is a creative as well, and I think he's creating an entertainment.
Give me
space.
something he's created.
I've
Same
given
thing
you like
with
3 or 4 already
okay,
on
I'm
the
sorry,
pod.
I must have missed it. Well,
Even at this point, yo, Schultz is annoyed now because he keeps on asking, yo, how was Akademiks entertaining? Yo, what type of content Akademiks got? How was Akademiks content? Is Akademiks got any replay value? Bro, he keeps on bringing up the exact same arguments and points over and over again. Schultz keep on slaughtering them, but he keeps on bringing it up. Like, at this point, yo, even Schultz is annoyed by this guy.
what was it?
I think
The stream he doesn't own.
No,
Twit-
but the
he created the Off the Record podcast.
but not even that. Like, being able to entertain and being a destination on stream. Like, think about how many people are streaming now. Like, how popular streaming is, especially in hip hop. Like, Ak is the first one to do it. And you got to give him flowers for that. Like, before
He's the
there
first
were,
one in hip hop. I get yes,
before,
100%.
and then it is popular now to
100%, yeah.
stream, and Ak was the first one doing
Yes,
it
yes,
on Twitch,
yes,
right? Like,
yes.
so I feel like he's created these lanes and he has influenced culture in that way, and you cannot do that unless you're
Give
doing
me
it
his
at a high
Trump
level.
bit. Give me his donkey of the day. His off the record is literally not moving culture in any way, shape, or form. Lil Durk did the interview there. It literally made his rounds about beef and died.
Man, how much Henny is Ak going to drink to come back at Loon, bro?
Bro.
And that's when Charlamagne knew he effed up, because that's when the audience now became smart enough, like, oh, okay. We understand what this is. Charlamagne brought this guy on because this guy just signed to the Black Effect Network, and Charlamagne the guy want this guy to go Akademiks so I can, drink his Henny, go on stream and black out on him, and now this guy is in a news cycle, and now we're talking about him. That was the plan completely, because the dude wasn't making no sense at all. To say that Akademiks got no impact on hip-hop media and the culture, you are insane. Now, this guy who has a platform that's less than 1%, probably less than 0.5% of Akademiks' platform, dude runs a platform that has less content, that has less impact than 0.5% of Akademiks' impact. This guy is trying to critique Akademiks on his impact on the culture and his content. That's insane. Now, this guy even transitioned into this blasphemous conversation about what has replay value and what doesn't.
That's a big deal when you think about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, when you got 15,000 hours of bullshit with no replay value, what is that?
Well, what if there is a market for distraction at all points in time now? And that's why a lot of these streamers, they're able to be on for 10 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is. And maybe within that, there's some really funny, iconic, viral moments that are gonna affect culture, right? Like, the term Riz, right?
I remember that
I don't know
from
who exactly started
Yeah.
it, but to me, the impact probably came from Kai's stream.
It did.
So it's like, is he...
Kai's a different thing, though. He's numero uno. He's a different thing. And I want to tell Kai, don't let them trick you out. He has a lot of people coming at him.
So you are giving him credit in terms of what he's creating?
What Kai is doing is not the same.
Okay.
It's actual value. Again, I judge content
Why is it
about
not the same?
replay value.
Because I think Kai's actually, he seems like just a good, fun-loving kid.
And
I don't
also-
see Kai
I mean,
stirring up drama.
Why do you switch
I'll tell
it?
you why. It has replay value, period. Right? You will go back and watch Kai. Once you hear the story from Ak about the beef bullshit, it's dead in the water.
Yeah, but I don't feel, and I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't think
White devil's advocate.
I don't think people go back and view old streams. Streams is one of those things that it's entertaining live.
If the stream if the stream is produced in the way that Kai usually does, it does have that replay value.
Let me throw one idea at you right now.
It was at this point I decided, all right, bro, I'm just going to click off, bro. Because now he's making no sense. He's saying that Kai Cenat has replay value on his live streams, but Akademiks doesn't. Do he understand that when we watch a 9 to 10 hour Kai Cenat live stream, that we usually watch it in one sitting and just kind of never come back, and we only go back if we only watch, let's say, like 2 hours and he has like 6 hours left, we gonna go back and watch the moments that we missed. But very few people is going back and watching an entire live stream again just because. It makes no sense at all, right? So him saying that Akademiks live stream has the replay value because folks don't rewatch it, but Kai Cenat does, that just shows him, bro, listen, one dude knows nothing about what he's talking about. He's a boomer. He's out of touch. But here's the thing, though. F my opinion. He's on the Brilliant Idiots to sort of mooch and take away from their audience as well to jumpstart his little podcasting career, right? And to get him some motion and get lit. But if you came on and you indulge into a conversation and give opinions that the entire comment section is saying, bruh, this guy's the worst guest ever. Why is he even on here? Bruh, this dude should not even be on here. He's a hater. Then the purpose of you even being on is mute, right? Because now you didn't gain nothing from it. Like, you just came and ruined your entire career. Like you just came and ruined your transition into the whole Charlamagne the Guy universe, bro. And this is why being a hater never works out for anybody, yo. He could have came on and simply given his opinion or his hot takes about certain news topic or certain trending topics. But coming on and talking about another man for about an hour and a half, hating, is a bad representative for anybody. It don't even matter if the entire audience hated Akademiks. Them coming on and watching you complain, nag, and go off on Akademiks for an hour and a half, all while being unsolicited and the host of the show was trying to move on, it's just insane, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. Did y'all like the Loon episode, or do y'all think the Loon episode was also unnecessary, right? It's your boy, Poetic Flacco. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.